to the Star Carnival.
So, welcome back everybody to a brand new episode of Mario Party 8. Last time we have just done everything. No, I'm not doing that. We have done everything for minigame mode. Another thing that we're missing today is the remaining minigames we have not played in the entirety of Mario Party 8 through the through the Star Battle Arena. The only games we are missing are just a bunch of duel games. So that's pretty funny. And since duel games are only with the second player, I only give a shit about the second player, which is Birdo. Also, I need to orient myself a bit better to like have a better sense of using my thing. But neither here nor there. Free Play Arcade is basically where we can come here and just play a bunch of the mini games we have missed and all that. And yeah, as stated before, we're only missing a bunch of dual mini games because just going through editing and watching the videos again, we've done every single 4-player minigame we can do, with no exception. Even like the one I think we didn't get, which was Alpine Assault, when we were doing score to win, or test for the best. We actually did that back in like the first thing of the game, so that's a fun one. Also, I love how my pointer is set up. There you go. For 1v3, we have done every single 1v3 that this game has to offer, which is pretty funny to say. 2v2s as well. We've done every single 2v2 we have done. I know for one of them, I thought we didn't do bumper balloons, but that was in a recent recording that we have done it. In Star Battle Arena, we have done every single challenge game, so that's off the table. And we have done also every single battle game that is there to offer. So it's just dual modes for us to do. And there are some games here that are in 4-player mode, or in 4-player mini games, that have their own specific things. So do be mindful of that Swing Kings, Aim of the Game, stuff like that, they all have their own dual variations, and it's just a dumber down a smaller version of the game. It's just for dual modes. Shake It Up, Sausage Swarm, Attention Grabber we have done Blazing Lassos. Wing and Scare, I've only seen the computers do it, so we get to do this now. Wing and a Scare. Tilt your wing of your plane as you try to clear obstacles and reach the finish line first. If you hit an obstacle or a trap, your aircraft will rebound and you'll lose time. Just tilt the plane. You don't have to hold any buttons to go forward, it automatically goes forward. And you just have to go forward. I know that when I was doing King Boo's Haunted Hideaway, the only CPUs that played this one were Toad and Dry Bones. And I did explain how this game is, where you have to like tilt your remote to make your airplane go in between each of these holes. Every time you rebound off a wall, that is time lost, and later on there are more obstacles to stop you in the terms of these pillars, some of the ground, or like islands. And this last one, you just have to tilt with the way the thing is tilting and you'll be fine. Pretty simple game, but one of my favorites to just play around. It's just a pretty fun thing. I know that I'm not going to do any of the dual versions of the 4-player games because you've already seen the 4-player version. It's just a dumbed down version. We've done a lot of Lob to Rob. We've done Pumper Cars. We haven't done Cosmic Slalom. So that's the next one we get to do. Cosmic Slalom. Speed through the racing tube to reach the finish first. When boosting, you'll not only pick up speed, but you also blast through obstacles. You can boost only 3 times. Basically, you just tilt the remote left and right, which I forgot to do the controls. You tilt left or right, and then after that, you just press A or B to use your boost. And be careful of those like blocks, because they will like knock you out. And you only have like 3 boosts to work with, so you get to move around. You can like either routinely use your boost to get through, and you'll be able to like get through each of the things. And anytime you like use your boost and someone crashes, you get to like push them off. You get to have fun with that. There's no like real challenge to this, just avoid the barriers and all that. And since you have 3 boosts to acquire, you can just either routinely use them in the beginning to gain a big lead, use them at the end to catch up, or systematically go 1 to 1 to 1. Lava Lobers we haven't done either. And this one is also a funny one, but I'm surprised we haven't done this one. Lava Lobers. Fire straight shots and lob high shots at your distant opponents. Score 3 hits to win. Try to throw off your rival by mixing your highs and lows. So you hold the remote sideways. You use the D-pad to move. One of the only games you can use the D-pad to move. Press 2 to shoot straight, and press 1 to shoot a high one. That's pretty much it. Basically, we're on little cards above lava, and we could just like shoot a high shot, which goes far. And it takes time for it to go down, so you gotta shoot a couple high shots around. There you go. You're gonna shoot a couple high shots, or like 1 high shot, and you can shoot a straight shot in it. And if your opponent does not remember where your high shots are and drives into the high shot, it'll nail them when they're moving away from yours. So it's a good like 1-2 combo. Locomotives is also another one we haven't done, and it's technically one of my favorites. But holy shit, is it hard. Keep your trains from hitting your balloons. Point select your trains to reverse their direction. When the train lights comes on, it means that train is approaching a balloon. Reverse its direction fast. Use the pointer, and then you press A or B to switch the train's direction. Basically, you just look at each of the trains. Each of the trains have their own speed. When the light comes on, it's imminent danger. So that's your time to turn it. Every train has their own speed, and later on throughout the thing, they get faster and faster, which makes it funny to work with. So if they start blinking pretty fast, if they start blinking pretty fast, you'll just have to know that to switch them up. And it gets a lot harder with a couple of trains. And later on, you do get a these trains do come back to like fuck you up. It will become an utter nightmare of alarm coming up. And as I said, they do get faster. Nice, nice, nice. Come on. Man, I was down 2 and I won at the end. Let's go. And I do love the ending of this because you get to see one of the trains just walking by. It's pretty cool. So that's another one we haven't done. Spectre Inspector, one of my personal favorites of this. And, well, god damn it, I love it. I just love it a lot. The Spectre Inspector. Find classic foes hiding in the furniture. Find 3 to win. Ghosts won't count towards score. You know your furniture is hiding something if it rattles when you shine your light on it. You just move the flashlight with your Wii remote, and then you just use the D-pad to move around the room. And when I mean that, it's pretty funny. It's a pretty interesting game. Basically, a bunch of our friends are just hiding around, shine your light on specific things, and they can either be a ghost, nothing, or a specific thing. And a bunch of these furnitures always have a specific like person on them. So like it's a good thing to remember, and there are only some that are there. So I found a tux, I cannot get the second. Let me see. I think there's another one over here. Yep, Shy Guy. Or Fly Guy. And the Goomba. And the Pink Boo. Basically, that's every friend we can find. And some of them are random. They only show up when they want to show up. The others are like routinely there. So Tux, Goomba, Piranha Plant, Red Boo, Fly Guy, they're all there for us to play with. Frozen Asses, I don't think we've done this one, but I've not seen it. I would remember a blue one. But I fucking skipped it. Well, good thing this is minigame mode, so I can just leave and do the rules. I autopilot a lot when I play minigames. Ugh. Alright. Let me just quit and explain the minigame without fucking clicking A. The best thing about recording. Anyway. Frozen assets. Once you kick icicles to get gems inside, the first of 5 is the winner. When the freezies fall, the shock will cause many icicles to fall. Pounce on them. You hold the remote sideways, you jump with 2, you punch with 1. You can also ground pound and kick. The only reason for ground pounding is to stop your opponent from going around the board and collecting collecting icicles. Kicking is also good if you want to make some room from a thing. Also, that's funny. Nice. Fuck you. But yeah, it's just a pretty perfect thing of just trying to find the icicles. Throughout the game, at the maximum, there is enough for like 9. There's no way you can tie in this. There's always 9 gems. And not every round will have a gem to work with. And yeah, no, that ground pound is very mean. If you have nothing better to do, you can just ground pound. So use that time to just go around. Ground pound if you need to. It's a pretty funny thing. After one time, I don't think the computer lets you do it again. Unless you corner them. And I don't think any human apparently will let you ground pound them as well. There is no time limit on this, so do be mindful. But also keep an eye on what to do. And have fun. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be a while. Thank you. Jesus, that took a while. Also, this ending is pretty funny. I do love it. It is kind of gruesome though, but it's kind of funny. Alright, next one up is Breakneck Building, which I'm also surprised that we haven't done. But it's a pretty interesting one. Breakneck Building. It's a construction marathon. Saw the log, pound the nail, and then paint the wall. Each task requires a unique motion, so take your time and do it right. You basically... Each of the specific things has specific things you need to do. First one, you just move the saw back and forth. The second one, you swing the hammer down. And then after that, you hold A or B to paint the brush. Or use the brush to paint. And they're all in that order. It's not random. It's not bullshit. I fucking love that song. That's why I just wanted to stay quiet. But goddamn, it's pretty good. Basically, saw in concise, straight and back. Don't go too fast, or you're not gonna make any movements. For the hammer, once you pick it up, concise strike. We'll do it. Also, do it pretty fast, and you'll be able to get pretty fast. Once the table has been made, you just hop over it, get to the end, and you pick up your paintbrush, and you just paint this board. And you have to paint all of the board. So do that to your advantage. I am a little far away from my mic, so I can actually use the pointer. Alright, some parts you don't have to color, but it's like 99% and you're done. At the end, you just win. I do love this minigame for the sole reason that it's just so weird to see Mario characters just cutting wood and making something. It's pretty funny. Search way up. We haven't done this in the duel mode, but we have done it in the test for the best. So steer your space sled through the point to goals to rack up the highest score. Avoid Bowser goals. If you pass through one, your score will drop to 0. Unlike the test for the best version, this one you just have to go forward and collect the most points. You can hold the A button or the B button to just boost on ahead and grab more points than your opponent. You do have less time to react to Bowser, so do be mindful of that. Damn it, I did it again. But basically it's a pretty good way to just like grab points and make someone waste their points. It's a pretty funny strat to do. But do be mindful that if you miss one and you think you're gonna grab it, you're gonna lose it. But there we go. Onward. Next one up. We done bouncing it. We done Ion on the prize. No, I don't think we did. We'll do Ion on the prize. I don't think we've done it. You know, we haven't done it. We've done it for test for the best. Same thing as a color. Tilt the sorting device to pour the colored blob into their appropriate containers. Tilt your panel just right to get blob into the container. Don't tilt too far, you won't have time to react. Just tilt the sorter. Just like test for the best, we just have to grab these and sort them. And a little specific thing is that you can like pause the game to react to these things faster. And it's only against the CPU would you like to do this. I'm not gonna do it anymore. But basically, if you do that to a human opponent, they'll beat your ass to a pulp. But against a computer, it's fine. And nothing much else to say on this front. Just sort the ions. And that's pretty much it. If I remember correctly, back in when we were doing this with the thing, I know that this is a specific ending if you get every single ion, where basically you put enough energy in the thing to give your thing enough speed to go forward. It's pretty funny. You're the Bomb. You're the Bomb is also another game we have seen two computers fight each other with. You're the Bomb is another game that we have seen computers play. And though I do love this game, I'd rather play it for you guys so you can see. Hit the switches until one of your foe finds the one that blows up Big Bomb. There's only one live switch. But the detonator is a matter of luck, so cross your fingers. You just hold the wheel remote sideways, you move with the D-pad, and you just press 2 to pick up Plunger. Just like Bowser's Big Blast and Bowser's Bigger Blast in Mario Party 2 and 4 respectively. Pick a Plunger, put it down, and one of these will blow up the bomb. I thought I died for a minute. It's the matter of luck of which one you pick. You have 10 seconds to pick Plunger. And the funny thing is that if both people pick the detonator switch, both of you lose. It's a tie. So you could be funny and say, hey, you pick this one, I pick this one. They're both the bomb. And you could be right. Rotation Station was one we did back in Test for the Best. That's also another minigame that's one of the worst minigames you could ever play for Duel. Rotation Station. Be the first to climb the top of the tower. Move the camera around to better see where you're going. Change the camera angle only when you need to. Definitely use it when you're running into a blind spot. Move the camera. Use D-pad to jump. And use D-pad to move to the jump. And you use the... you literally tilt left for left, right for right to change the camera. It is just as dumb as it sounds and just as tedious as it sounds. Only use it when you need to like see. You don't need to like move it around a lot. So do be mindful of that. And speaking of like back when we were doing it for Test of the Best, there is some like shortcuts you can do in this to cut some time. Just do be mindful to if you use these, just be careful that if you do fall, you're falling back to the beginning of the area. So use that to your advantage as well. I know most of the little fast shortcuts and fast cuts you can do are on Zoom's like so and identifying luck in Mario Party 8. So go watch that video if you want to see where most cuts could be. Those are basically good to know as well, so you can like cut a lot of time. Settle in court and flip the chimp. Nope, we have done every single battle game. And basically, once you get every single one of these, you also get the last one, which is the Superstar Showdown. So if you want to just play Superstar Showdown, if you just like, you want to fight Bowser, but you don't want to do Star Battle Arena because it's too boring, it's there for you. Over that, we have done every single game that this game has to offer. Pretty minuscule. It was only dual games and unique dual games at that we were missing because there's not a lot of dual games in this game. But with double 11, or with 11 squared of our carnival cards, next time on Mario Party 8, we are going to be going to the Extra Zone. The Extra Zone is just extra games you won't find anywhere else. So let's just have fun with that, and if anything, there's a specific thing you could do behind the Extra Zone that it's pretty funny that only is in this game and not any other game. So, thank y'all for joining me for today, and hope y'all have a wonderful day.